This is Optimal Relationships Daily, episode 1421, The Summer Slide, What It Is and How to Beat It, by Jen of thistimeofmine.com. Hello, everybody, and happy Thursday. I'm your host, Greg Audino. This is ORD, and we have reached our parenting portion of the week. Thursdays and Fridays are the days I read parenting content specifically for you all, and today's post comes just in time as we've reached the peak of summer. Jen of thistimeofmine.com is going to help you make the rest of the summer count with ways that you can help your child learn and keep their minds active while out of school. So let's give her work the floor, dive into this post now, and optimize your life. The Summer Slide, What It Is and How to Beat It, by Jen of thistimeofmine.com. One summer, my daughter was writing a letter to a friend who lived far away. When she was done, she asked if she could read it to me, but then couldn't. She couldn't read her own handwriting anymore. That's when I realized that we'd fallen victim to the dreaded summer slide. We'd been so caught up in our summer fun that year, we hadn't kept up with reading, writing, or any learning at all. Luckily, beating the summer slide is easy, but it does take a regular conscious effort. What is the summer slide? To sum it up, the summer slide is basically summer learning loss. It's important to remember that the skills our kids are learning in school are still being developed. They're not second nature yet. And that means that they need consistent practice, even if it's just a little bit each day. As a former music teacher, I saw the summer slide happen all the time in my students. Their routines changed over the summer, and practicing their instruments slid into the background. But avoiding learning loss can be as simple as 10 to 30 minutes per day. The same goes for academic learning. I have 4 kids, and I have no desire to do a full curriculum over the summer. It is summer break after all, break being the key word. But that doesn't mean we can't squeeze in a few simple activities into our summer routine to keep our brains active. To help beat the summer slide this year, try creating space in your daily routine for learning time. It can be anything from 30 minutes to 1 hour or more, including reading time. Here are 7 ideas your kids can try during learning time. They're short and easy, but effective enough to keep their minds sharp. And these ideas are meant for elementary age children. Number 1, flashcards. Set a timer for 5 to 10 minutes and go through flashcards. Depending on your child's age, you can do them together or they can do them on their own. There are so many types of flashcards to choose from. Younger kids can benefit from flashcards with animals, shapes, colors, numbers, or everyday items. Older kids can do addition, subtraction, division, multiplication, patterns, time, money, etc. Number 2, practice handwriting. Kids don't have too many chances to write over the summer, and their handwriting can get pretty sloppy without practice. So during learning time, have them fill up a piece of notebook paper with anything they can think of for the day. For my older kids, I have them fill up the front and the back. They can write random words or sentences, or they can write a story. They can also use it as an opportunity to practice journaling. Number 3, worksheets. To take summer learning up a notch, have kids work on simple worksheets over the summer. There are workbooks, worksheet bundles, or even packets at the dollar store, and you can find flashcards there too. To keep it from becoming overwhelming, I just have my kids do 1 page per day. Number 4, reading. I'm sure you're not surprised to find reading on this list. It's the easiest way to keep brains active over the summer. Reading can be part of learning time, an afternoon quiet time, or even a bedtime routine. And to keep kids excited about reading, be sure to check your local library or bookstore for fun summer reading programs. Number 5, creative time. We don't do creative time every single day, but this is an excellent way to fit in some afternoon quiet time or solve whining and boredom. For creative time, set the timer for 30 minutes to 1 hour and let kids pick one activity that requires them to be creative. This could be coloring, building with building sets, playing with Play-Doh, art, or anything that gets their imaginations going. Number 6, cooking. Cooking doesn't have to be an official part of learning time, but it can fit naturally into your week. Find a time to let the kids be more involved with cooking, following recipes, or even planning the meals and groceries. Number 7, time management. Summer break often comes with more relaxed schedules, and this makes it too easy to forget about practicing time management skills. Here are some ideas to keep kids learning these important skills. Use timers, have them do chores, have them help with daily cleanup, create a daily routine for the family, establish a simple morning routine for kids, and help them learn good screen time habits. Fitting summer learning activities into the day. Between summer activities, friends, and relaxing, it might seem intrusive to add learning activities to the mix, but it doesn't have to be anything big to be effective. For example, this is how our learning time usually looks. Flashcards, 5 minutes, handwriting, 10 to 15 minutes, and worksheets, 5 to 10 minutes. For reading, we usually aim for 30 minutes to 1 hour per day. Everything else we just work into our daily routine, which often needs to be flexible since it's summer. You just listened to the post titled, "The Summer Slide, What It Is and How to Beat It," by Jen of thistimeofmine.com. Okay, and Jen with some good tips today, still with plenty of time to sharpen the kiddos up before school starts again. Now, obviously, some kids might be a little resistant to these pitches if they smell suspiciously like learning to them. So it can be important to think outside the box and integrate a lot of what they're learning in school into legitimately fun pastimes for them. For example, the entire family might collaborate on creating a board game together, which would lend itself to strategizing and likely some light math and writing as well. Or if your child is a fan of sports, say, you might look for opportunities to go on their favorite team's websites with them so they can teach you about the players by reading their bios to you or showing you their statistics. This would have absolutely hooked me in as a kid. And, this is not only a great way to engage your child with learning, but also just spending time with them and seeing how their mind works and ultimately bonding in new ways. So don't be afraid to get creative when it comes to keeping them engaged this time of year. All right, my friends, and that's going to do it for today. I hope this episode helped you to do some brainstorming. Brainstorming that will, of course, help your child brainstorm, that is. And it's time to wrap things up, but enjoy the rest of your Thursday. Be sure to tune in tomorrow for another parenting post, and I'll see you there, where your optimal life awaits.